Hey friends, my name is Becky. Welcome back to Bountifully Blessed. I am going to be sharing my journey of gardening with you guys, and I am very excited. So, what I'm going to be doing today is staking up my tomatoes. I have quite a few different varieties of tomatoes this year, and I needed something that was going to take up less space in my more temporary solution. I'm still in an apartment complex, and thankfully I do have some garden beds, as you can see, but they're not mine. And I have to store everything that I use for my gardening in my apartment. So I don't have a lot of space. With that, what I'm going to be doing today is staking up some tomatoes, and I'm hoping that this works. This is just kind of more of an adventure to see how well it works, and you'll be able to test it out with me. I've got some white plastic stakes here, as you can see behind me, and I'm going to be trellising up my tomatoes with some twine in between to kind of support them as they go up. So I honestly have never used this method before. It's something that just kind of thought about that maybe would be a benefit in the space that I have. Usually when I've trellised up my tomatoes, I've used traditional methods. I have tried single stemming my tomatoes. That has not always been as much of a success. Last year I single stemmed my tomatoes without pruning them, and it was okay. I feel like it was a lot of unnecessary work, to be quite honest. So I'm hoping that this method works. So we're gonna test it out together, and well, we'll just kind of gear out the journey throughout the gardening season here and see if it's something that is a good space saver and something that is going to be functional, hopefully long term, for a temporary solution. It could also be a permanent solution if I'm being completely honest. I'm just using these standard plastic white stakes instead of using your standard metal ones, just because of the space that I have to store them. So that is kind of the game plan today. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to be using these little white stakes here. They have a lovely metal bottom to them so that they can be pushed into the ground beautifully. And since I have 6 tomatoes, I thought it just made sense to have 6 of these to be able to trellis throughout. So we'll kind of see if I end up needing more. I just kind of geared it based on what my needs are at the moment, and we're just going to kind of go from there. So I'm going to find the spaces that I need these, and we'll give it a go here. The nice thing with this is I can adjust as needed. If I feel like I need them to be farther apart or closer together, it gives me a lot of freedom to do that. So I've got kind of one row here a little bit that I was kind of looking at. Let's see. I've got this one here. I tried my best when I planted these to plant them close-ish together, but not too close. So let's see, I feel like that one, okay. I feel like this one should go there, and this one should go here. All right. Move that one in just a little bit closer so I can make sure that it's completely embedded in the ground, right? Okay. I feel like this is totally just going to be based on trial and error here, but we're going to make it work. That's part of the fun, right? It's getting to see what works and what doesn't work. Okay, these ones are nice and straight. This one's a little bit more of an angle, but I don't know why. Huh. Very interesting. important. So I've just got some standard twine here that I'm going to be using, and stuff is quite powerful. I just grabbed this at Walmart for like $1.50, and I am just going to kind of weave these through and see how this works and cut it as necessary. All right. It's nice that I have these grooves on these because I can adjust the height as I see fit. That was kind of the big tip of the iceberg for me. All right, so I can take this little hokey thing out. It served its purpose for short term. All right. And then we're just gonna layer this through here. Beautiful. Wow, that looks like that's gonna work beautifully. And then I can adjust as needed here for height. So, let's see. All right, I'm gonna tie that one right there. That looks great to me. Get my scissors out. Give that a good trim. All right. All right. And that is the first level here. We'll kind of just play it by ear if I need to kind of twist it or make it tighter, or even use a different kind of material. Again, this is all kind of trial and error. I use twine in a lot of different things, so it just kind of made sense to me that this could be a easy alternative. So we are going to do the rest here. This guy needs quite a bit of support, so we're just gonna keep it going. Honestly, I probably didn't even need to tie that one at the bottom. Knowing that I needed more right away, I could have honestly made that a lot easier by not doing that, if I'm being completely honest. All right. There we go. Oh, I put that one too high up. This one needs to go down there. Okay. There we go. Tying it off again to give it some more strength and support. Beautiful. And I'm just going to actually keep this going. Until I've staked this up to where it's supported correctly. Beautiful. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this. We'll see how well it holds up, right? That's really going to be the test more than anything. And honestly, kind of looking at this, I feel like I may need to wrap it around it, but for starters, I think this is a good starting point. So we're gonna wrap this bad boy up here. All right, I feel very confident about this. and looks very uniform. If I can tie a knot, goodness sakes, apparently that's too difficult for me. All right, there we go. Beautiful. All right, I feel very confident in this process here. Standing nice and straight and tall. It's got room to breathe. You can kind of maneuver. This bottom one, I definitely feel like I needed to continue with the rest of them, but honestly, I don't think that one's really doing a whole lot because the rest is doing what it needs to do. So I think this is going to be a really, really good option. So I'm going to do the rest as I need them to be staked up. Honestly, I think the only other one that's even mildly needing it is this one here in the center. So I'll probably do that one. But yeah, I think that this is a great option, and we'll see how it holds up. I'll keep you guys updated on how it holds up and how well my tomato does as it gets bigger. And we'll see space. Oh, how fun. We've got a little friend. I love butterflies. They're the best. All right, well, I'll finish these other ones up as I see fit. But thank you so much for joining me today, and I trust that you have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for joining me. Until next time. Bye.